is James of Heart Blood and Netherworld Production. I'd like to thank Dethrone Records for this interview. Right now I'm at home, my bedroom. I'm in the hallway across to my kid's bedroom, and pandemic, yeah, it's a shitty thing. It's a shitty thing going on out there right now. And what can we say? It is what it is. So staying at home, and I'm not really locked down. And they say we need to stay at home. I'm not really affected because way before the pandemic happened, I was already just staying at home, working from home for several years before this thing happened. So I'm cool with it, and but for other people, they are really affected, and this is a real shit going on out there right now. And you all just keep safe, everyone. Barbecue, yeah. I like to barbecue and drink with my family. So I get anything that I can afford. If there's an opportunity to have a barbecue with family, I'm happy to do it. And music, new music. Corn, 9 Inch Nails, Incubus, Deftones, those groovy bands. Those are the new music that I am listening to. Still back then, but they were the last bands which I played. Personally, I have to insert the CD or cassette CD on a player, then I listen to those bands. It's not about the other stuff that I can hear or that I am able to listen to because someone is playing it. A friend comes along or my kid plays stops. I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about those music I played myself over a CD and listened to it. Forgive me, I'm having a hangover from yesterday, so. History of Heart Blood. We were so young back then. I met Carlo, who turned out to be Outram, and Carlo introduced me to Bong Eka, who became our guitar player. So Carlo was in another band playing bass. I think that time he introduced me to Bong Eka, and because I was trying to form a metal band of my own back then, and Carlo knows I'm trying to find a person who could be a bandmate. Excuse me. So me and Bong were trying to talk to each other over the phone and talk about things we like and things we don't like. And then it did not happen overnight. It took time till we were able to form a band. We have. I needed to drag my brother-in-law, Erwin Salazar, to play, to jam with us when we were just jamming around, trying to jamming around. So whenever we find a cheap studio, a rehearsal studio which is affordable that time, then we schedule and we call Erwin to play some things for us. We used to play Sacred Right, thrash music, Bong, I, and Erwin, until the time when Carlo Ruas decided that he could play drums for us, and of course we accepted Carlo. He's my friend, he is Bong's friend also. So it was a very nice thing to happen because he suggested that we could do the jamming practice in his place, at his place. Carlo Ruas was kind of a rich kid, and they have this little library at home, and we converted that library as our own rehearsal studio. So then Carlo and Bon has a friend, Carlo Lahora, and we added Carlo Lahora in the band as the other guitarist, and also Richie Paredes, who is a cousin of Lahora. And these guys are very awesome, very young, very talented, and what else can you ask for? And they are aggressive young people. We are very aggressive, angry, insolent young people back then. We enjoyed our time until we were able to come up with our songs, some songs way back before. And creativity was not really that hard to find with those young guys. Carlo Lahora, Bong Eckert, Carlo Ruasa, and Richie Paredes. They are good songwriters. Yeah. And the only thing I can actually contribute to the band is just write the lyrics. That's the easiest thing I can share, at least. Yeah. So Mein Heart Blood was born.
This video is sponsored by Stabbed by Lilith Piercing. Hurry, get your dream piercings and avail our promo. Get 3 piercings for the price of 999 pesos on 2 ear piercings and 1 face piercing of your choice. Our shop is located in Malinday, Marikina City near South Supermarket and Robinson's Supermarket. We are available for walk-in customers from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. and home service as well. Check now our piercing rates.
I remember, yeah. Forgive me, I just woke up. I have this allergy during the morning while the sun is still up. Usually I have headache and I sneeze a lot. I drink too much coffee also. Thanks for this one, Jay. This strong motherfucker. Yeah. Alvin Baez of Rumblebelly one time called me and asked me if we could actually join the project. That time, I think Ramon Chelsea, the doctor, and Alvin are trying to form a project for this compilation album. And we are the lucky, one of the lucky ones who got invited. By the way, thank you, Alvin. Thank you, Ramon. They are my friends till today. Alright, so we have the riff ready for so long. That riff is just staying there. So we are supposed to have a Tagalog song. So I wrote the lyrics on the way to the studio, and I was able to make it on time, and it was a good experience. Especially, you do not need to pay anything to record, and we have pizza and beers. I don't know anything about recording back then, so we cannot complain about quality and stuff. It's recorded, we are happy. That's it. Thank you guys. Yeah. You know what? It's really tough during those times finding a recording studio that will allow a death metal to play. We got tired of calling different studios trying to inquire. Well, aside from they charge hourly, back then it was like 2,000, 3,000 pesos per hour. And we started Minor Blood at a very young age. Carlo Roasa, Bong Eka, Richie, and Carlo Laura, they are high school students back then. And I was, that year, I was getting married also. I forgot the exact dates, but I think that's those are the time that I am getting ready to marry, to have a wife, have a family. It's not that cheap to do a recording back then, especially when your band is made up of students, high school students, and a man who is trying to get married that same year. Well, aside from those recording studios who won't accept us, rehearsal studios are also not that easy to find. When you play death metal into a rehearsal studios, they kick you off. They don't want the equipment. They think that you will be able to destroy their stuffs. And unbelievably, but I'd like to tell you guys, back then, you are not even allowed, death metal are not even allowed to be playing on clubs and bars until, I think, until 1995. that they accepted death metal bands to play in clubs such as Club Dredd. The only extreme music they accept was these bands playing Pantera, Sepultura, Testament, Megadeth, yeah. But when you play something else, yeah, you know. So I think it's really challenging back then to have recording shits of your own. Aside from there are no call centers back then, which you could have a job if you want to support yourself. No call centers yet back then. So it's really hard to find a job when you're a metalhead and support what you wanted to do. Yeah, every time we jam on Carlos' place back in Malate, Ermita, Carlo Roasa, the little library where we jammed. Of course, we record our stops. We always record what we're trying to do with a small Walkman, yellow Walkman, Sony Walkman. But when you try to listen to it after, well, all you hear is so. We also got one of our friends referred a studio in Cubao, which has this full bar written on the gate, and a cool place, Loud House Studio. So we had the opportunity to record some songs we were allowed. We were allowed, though it's limited, but we were given the chance to record. So we were able to record a few songs there, which are already done at that time. So we recorded those songs, and but the problem was we were not able to finish the recording. I mean, it's a very raw, rough, ugly recording. Never mastered because we don't have the money anymore. The guys were high school students that don't want to away anything anymore from their weekly allowances, so it ended that way. We don't intend that to be a demo, but it's the only thing we've got. And thank you, Bong Ekat and Carlo Laura for those riffs. Also Richie, and of course Carlo Roasa, who spent the most of finances. Thank you, guys. I think Netherworld Productions is one of the oldest solid metal production, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. We were able to have that around. Me and my wife did that Netherworld thing. It started accidentally. My wife and I are hanging around Club Dredd, and I was able to talk to the owner, and I tried to convince him to allow an event that I could help organize for them, which will feature extreme music back today. So I was trying to organize solid death metal, probably with some friends on the hardcore scene, and he needed to think about it for several weeks until he decided to allow us for a day, for a very complicated day. They gave us a good schedule, and the thing was, we have to make sure that at least the club will be able to sell around 25,000 pesos for food and drinks. So it was a real challenge because if we do not reach that, they call it bar guarantee. Yeah. Well, first gig was so damn successful. Imagine as early as 7 p.m. Excuse me. On a Saturday night, crowd outside Club Dredd the parking lot outside Club Dredd is already full of people trying to wait for the event to begin. No late bands also. I think I was able to line up like 10 or 11, 12 bands that day, and no one was late. Everybody was there before the show even began, and people are already drinking, and I think the club's beer was already sold out even before the show actually began. So it was successful, and it repeated several times. Club Dredd is already the one who are calling us and asking me to pick a schedule, and that happened. There's a good scene out there right now. Currently, I think that metal is so alive and well, never died. Younger people organizing events pretty well, better than I ever did, and bands are really up to it and onto it. The scene is very alive, that they are able to make it look more interesting and much better. It's organized well, not that perfect, but it's good enough. Nothing is perfect. And bands are more serious than what we're used to be. They make sure they record albums, which is good, and they exchange merchandise for to other different parts of the world. Foreign bands showing up here. Oh yeah, so much fun. I am actually very, very happy. It depends on the person, probably. Internet has been real helpful, make things a lot easier. Disadvantages, yeah, probably. probably there is also disadvantages in terms of manufacturing posters. You know what I mean? Yeah, Bong and I and Carlo Roas are still communicating, and we're trying to do something with sense, I think, this time. Hopefully we can do something. I just like to thank you guys for trying to listen to my bullshit, and also my brothers who helped me form up Mind Hurt Blood again. We disbanded a long time ago with the first batch, and I have to have fun, so I called on my friends to help me play again. And thank you, brothers Jesse Reyes of Joel Pangan, Joey Legason, Carlo Garcia, Mon Ramuel, Dax, I forgot the last name, and Bimbo, Jury Kural. So thank you guys for sharing, spending time with old guy. Thank you guys, and more power to the metal scene today. Continue what you're doing. You're not doing anything wrong, guys. Show business has been around for several centuries right now, including the metal scene. So just fuck that. You're not doing anything wrong. Thank you for this interview also. Dethrone Records, more power.